Hey guys, by now you should have done this whole review, number one, this quiz review number one. By now it should be done. If it is not, I want you to stop watching this video, go through and do it, and then come and watch the video. Or do problem number one, watch solution one. Do problem number two, then watch the solution. I don't care how you do it, but make sure you try the problems before you actually go and watch the video. What happens is if you just watch this through the first time and you haven't done these yet, you're going to feel like you know it because I know it, and you're really just watching me do it. The purpose of this video is to get the solutions, to check your work, not to just copy it off of the screen like you would a normal lesson. Okay, so please make sure you've tried it. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't, you're setting yourself up for doing poorly tomorrow on the quiz, because you will get a false sense of security. It'll seem like you know it, but you really won't. All right, so what I'm going to do is plow right through these solutions here. And first thing I'm going to do for number one is I'm going to line up my terms. So I have x to the third, and I have a 5x squared. Now I notice over here I have an x, so I'm going to put 0x, and then minus 4, and then plus. Now to do a plus, I have to change the signs here, so because this is a subtraction problem, so we're going to go plus, minus, minus, plus. That's going to be negative 3x to the third minus, plus 0x squared. I have a minus 4x, and then I have a plus 2. So this is going to give me negative 2x to the third plus 5x squared minus 4x minus 2. And that is choice B, right? Choice B. A sixth degree trinomial. Remember, the degree is the highest exponent, so it can't be this and it can't be this. It's got to be B or D, but then it says a trinomial. Trinomial, 3 terms, 1, 2, 3, choice D. Determine the product. So I'm going to use my tabular method that we learned for product, means multiply. All right, so my tabular method, I'm going to need a 3 by 2 table. I have x squared minus 9x plus 4, and then I have 2x minus 3. All right, and then I have, 2x to the third minus 18x squared plus 8x, negative 3x squared, 27x, and then minus 12. Again, the diagonals should line up with the like terms. Okay, this is 2x to the third. This is negative 21x squared. This is 35x, and this is negative 12. Now, if you look at the choices, there actually is no correct choice. There's a typo. That's why this is supposed to be a 12 here. All right, so it is supposed to be choice 1. Sorry about that. Plug in 7. B of 7 means plug in 7. Evaluate 7. 5 times 7, 5 times 7, minus 11 over 4. So 35 minus 11, 24 divided by 4 is 6. Hopefully you did that all right. This one here, we didn't do one exactly like it, but we did do addition, combining like terms. So we're going to add the like terms. But what's tricky here is 3/5 x squared, and then we're going to have a plus 1/4 x squared. That you need a common denominator, which we didn't spend a lot of time on that. You've done this at some point in your math life, okay? But we're going to have to go times 5 times 5. Hopefully you remember doing this. Times 4 times 4. So this is 12 over 20, and this is 5 over 20. 12 and 5 is 17. So 17 over 20 x squared. Negative 2/3 x and 7/3 x is 5/3 x. You keep the denominator the same. So I know it's not A and I know it's not D. And of course both B and C look the same right now. And then I have a 1/6 and then a plus a 1/2. Again, you're going to need a common denominator. Times 3 times 3. That gives you a 6 common denominator. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4/6. Now that's not a choice, but 4/6 is really 2/3. It is really 2/3 when you reduce it. So it is choice B. And then we got one more here. Factoring. All right, so 3x squared minus 11x minus 20. Remember, there's no common factor, so we have to do the two binomials, product of two binomials. It's going to have to be 3x times x. Think of the ways to multiply and get 20. 20 times 1, 10 times 2, 5 times 4. So I'm going to start with 5 and 4. I always start with the ones that are closest together. It could be 20 and 1. It could be 10 and 2. It's a guess and check. I'm going to start with 5 and 4. That gives me 5x and 12x. And of course, that combined will not give you 11. So therefore, let's go 4 and 5. Okay, I forgot to erase the down here. So what's that do down here? That gives me 4x, and it gives me 15x. And look at that, 4x, 15x. That does give you 11x by subtracting. So I need a negative 15x, and I need a positive 4x. Since my 4 is positive, this goes to be positive. And of course, I need a negative here, so therefore the 5 must be negative, creating my negative 15x. Do enough of these, and they're really not bad. I know you guys had some anxiety over it before, but I think we're good at them now. We're getting a lot better. All right, page 2, synthetic substitution. Recall synthetic substitution. 3. And then every term's got to be represented. This is a 6th degree polynomial. 2, negative 7. There is no to the 4th, so I got to have 0. It's 0x to the 4th. You might want to put that in right away. 0x to the 4th. And then there's a 0x squared as well, just so you don't forget. So I'm going to go 13. 2, negative 7, 0, 13. 0 again, negative 25, and then 4. Bring down the 2, multiply by 3, add down, times 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 3, add down. You should get 37. So what I want you to do is write k of 3 equals 37. And remember what that means, that it's the point 337 on a graph of the function. Tabular method, multiplying. Remember, every term, you can't skip terms. So this, you do have to have a 0x. You don't need a 0 at the end. You only need the terms that are skipped in between. So we skipped the x term to go to the 5. Therefore, you have to have 0x. I'm going to do a 2 by 3 here. Okay, so 3x squared minus 2x. If you did yours differently, it's okay. Negative 2x squared, 0x, and 5. And I'm going to go quickly as I can here. We have negative 6x to the 4th, 0x to the 3rd, 15x squared. We have 4, positive 4, x to the 3rd. We have 0x squared, and we have negative 10x. And our diagonals will line up. Negative 6x to the 4th. I get 4x to the 3rd. I get 15x squared. And I get negative 10x. So I have, for a final answer, negative 6x to the 4th plus 4x to the 3rd plus 15x squared minus 10x. Make sure you do have that written together as a polynomial. Long division. Review for long division here. Okay, so we have x plus 3 as our divisor. Our dividend, with no missing terms, is x to the third plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 12. X divides into x to the third, x squared times, multiply, you might want to put this in parentheses so you don't forget, x to the third, and then that is 3x squared. Change your signs, minus, minus, that's 0. I get negative 1x squared here. Bring down negative 7x. X goes into negative 1x squared, negative x times, multiply, negative 1x squared minus 3x. Change the signs, which is subtraction. You get negative 4x minus 12. Bring down that 12. X goes into negative 4x, negative 4 times, negative 4x minus 12. For now, you'll get remainders of 0. We haven't done anything else besides that. It doesn't always work out that nice, but certainly it does for everything we've done so far. So x squared minus x minus 4 would be your quotient there. So based on your results from number 9, what are the factors of the polynomial x to the third plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 12? Based on the results from from number 9. Well, if you look at number 9, see this polynomial? That was, if you didn't notice already, that was the dividend. The dividend was x to the third plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 12. Okay? If that's the dividend, and we divided by x plus 3, and our result, our quotient, was x squared minus x minus 4, which you see right here, this was our result, our quotient, then you know that division and multiplication are related. The quotient multiplied by the divisor must give you the dividend. So that means that this multiplied by this quotient here multiplied by x plus 3 will give you the dividend, which was the top of our fraction here, which is exactly what they're asking you for here. So the factors are the multiplication. That's what factors are. So x plus 3 times x squared minus x minus 4. It's just this times this. That's the factors of the polynomial. And hopefully you're starting to see the relationship between dividing and factoring, and multiplication and division, the relationship there. Last page. We just have a few here. Reverse tabular method. Remember, for reverse tabular method, one more than the degree of the divisor. One more than the degree of the divisor will give you the rows. So the rows, you're going to use x squared, so it's 2 plus 1, which is 3. You're going to need 3 rows. And for columns, it's the subtraction of the degrees, 4 minus 2. See the 4 and the 2, that degrees, and then plus 1. It's always plus 1, one more than. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So we'll look like looking at 3 rows, 3 columns for our reverse tabular here. All right, x squared, 0x minus 4. Don't forget that missing term there. And of course, the dividend is the result of these columns. Setting up our puzzle here. All right, so I know this has to be 12, and I know this has to be x to the 4th. So I know this has to be x squared because x squared times x squared is x to the fourth. All right, times 0, so 0x to the third. Negative 4 times x squared, negative 4x squared. Okay, now this diagonal here, it needs to add up to 6x to the third. I only have 0x to the third, so this must be 6x to the third. All right, well then this must be a plus 6x because 6x times x squared is 6x to the third. 6x times 0, 0x squared, and then 6x times negative 4, negative 24x. This diagonal here, the long diagonal, needs to add up to negative 7x squared. I already have a negative 4x squared. I need an additional negative 3x squared. So this needs to be negative 3x squared. Now this adds up. See this diagonal, this long diagonal, adds up to negative 7x squared, which is what it needs to add up to. So this is negative 3x squared. So this must be negative 3. So this is 0x, and then negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12, which we said had to be that last number. Make sure it works. If it doesn't work, you did something wrong. The quotient is x squared plus 6x minus 3. That is your quotient. A couple more here, and we are done. Just some operations, simple. P of x plus q of x. Well, this is p of x, and this is q of x, and I want to add them. So it's 5x minus 3 plus 2x plus 3. We're just adding polynomials, basically. Adding binomials, combine like terms. 5x and 2x is 7x, and negative 3 and 3 is 0. So I just get 7x for this one, 7x. Qx minus m of x, q of x minus m of x. Here's q of x, m of x. M of x is right here. So q of x, which is 2x plus 3, minus m of x, x squared plus 2x plus 5. And now be careful with the subtraction. You have to change all these signs. Watch this. Plus, minus, don't forget this one. A lot of people forget to change that one. Minus, minus. All minuses. I have a negative x squared. I have a 2x minus 2x. 2x minus 2x. That's 0x. And I have a 3 minus a 5, which is negative 2. Negative x squared minus 2. And then last one, p of x minus m of x. I'm sorry, times m of x. P of x times m of x. P of x times m of x. It's multiplication. Tabular method. 3 by 2. A 3 by 2. Just regular tabular method for multiplying. Okay, I have 5x minus 3. I have x squared. I have 2x. And I have 5. Multiply. This table helps you not forget things. 10x squared, 25x. Negative 3x squared, negative 6x. Negative 15. Combine like terms along the diagonals. Okay, you should get 5x to the third. This gives you plus 7x squared. This gives you plus 19x. And this is obviously minus 15. So your like terms line up along the diagonal as usual. Last one here, you're just plugging in. This is h of 1. H of 1 is negative 16 times 1 squared plus 75 times 1 plus 5. And then just put that in your calculator and you get 64. Another way to do this one would be by synthetic substitution. I'm going to do this one by synthetic substitution just for the heck of it, just to show you two different ways of doing it. So 2.5 goes in your box. Negative 16, no mixing in terms. Negative 16, 75, and 5. bring down your negative 16. But Mr. Ventry, I have decimals. Yes, so what? Decimals are numbers. Not a big deal. We're big boys. We're big girls here. Big boy, big girl math. Algebra 2, Common Core. We can handle this. Okay? Multiply negative 16 times 2.5. It is negative 40. We get negative 35. Multiply, we get positive 35. 35 times 2.5 is 87.5. And then add 5, and you get 92.5. So if you plug in 2.5 to the function, your output will be 92.5. That is the height after 2.5 seconds. Hope I didn't go too fast. Make sure you pause and rewind if you need a little bit more help with it. I will see you for the quiz.